Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Julie if you're new here. Today I'm going to show you how I created this natural, everyday glowy makeup look. Let's just get right into the video. Starting off with the Morphe Skin Tint. This is in the shade Hint of Marshmallow, and I'm just going to apply this to my face. I'm just going to kind of blend that in with my fingers first, and then I'll blend it out with a beauty blender. I love this skin tint because it's very hydrating and it lasts surprisingly a long time for a skin tint. It provides decent coverage for a skin tint or just in general. Usually I go in with 2 layers, especially on my cheeks because I have a little bit of redness there. But yeah, I usually can wear this all day. It does get a little bit oily looking on my nose throughout the day, so I have to make sure to set that. But other than that, it's makes my skin look really healthy. I'm gonna use my Bobbi Brown color corrector in the shade Bisque. I absolutely love the tone of this color corrector. It is a little bit heavy, so I am on the hunt to find something that's a little bit lighter. I ordered the Natasha Denona one. That's probably going to be somewhat thick too because I have the concealer. I actually really love the concealer. So now I'm going to take my Natasha Denona concealer. It's in the shade N5. I'm just going to put a little bit goes a long way for this one. And then I'm going to put some on my darkness here, my little acne spots. And I'm going to take this brush and just blend that in. I'll lightly go over everything with my beauty blender just to make sure everything is nice and blended into the skin. Nice and fresh looking. Now I'm going to use the Makeup by Mario Soft Sculpt Transforming Skin Enhancer in the shade Light Medium. This is a really nice dewy formula, and I'm kind of in the mood for like glowy right now. So I'm just gonna use this angled brush from Sonia Kashuk. I think I got it at Target like a long time ago, and I really like it because it's angled. So it's really good for just kind of putting on this type of product. But this is like a sheer finish and I really like it. It's just very hydrating and I like the color, like the tone of it. I have fair skin when I'm not tan, but normally I have very fair skin actually. It's like very light. It's hard to find bronzers that are not too orange. So this is just really nice. And I just put it everywhere. It's such a pretty product. It just gives like such a fresh look to the skin. I'm gonna take a little bit right here. Now I'm going to do my brows off camera, but I am using the Brow Blade in Cool Cookie and then the Benefit Clear Brow Setter. So I'll be right back. All right, brows are done. I'm going to use the Bareback Nude Sticks that's what it's called, Bareback. And I'm just gonna put it right on, honestly. I don't feel like being super precise today, so I'm just putting it on. Now this can have a tendency to get a little bit patchy if you do what I just did. But because I'm being a little bit lazy, and because it's a lighter color, I can kind of get away with it. But typically, I like to just put it on the back of my hand, warm it up, and then put the brush like that, and then on my face. But I just kind of went right in. Just because I have a dewier base right now, it kind of blends in a little bit easier. Just going to use a little bit more up here. I love this shade. It's such a muted, cool tone, like, yeah, nude pink color, and it just goes with any look. I really love cool tones, especially for blush, because things tend to turn really warm on me, and it can just, I don't know, be really hard to find a blush that doesn't look peachy on me. So I really like that one. So I'm just going to take my beauty blender and lightly blend it in. For powder today, I'm using the CL Filter and Protect. I really enjoy this one. This is in the shade 01. It's a mineral SPF. It has SPF 30 in it, but I like to use this sometimes as my powder. I figured I would use it today because I do like it a lot. So I'm just going to take a look at my under eyes and make sure all the creasing is gone before I apply the powder. It's a really important step when you're applying powder because you don't want to set creases. And I learned that from Nikki LaRose. So I'm just gonna take a little bit of powder on the same brush I use my concealer, and I'm just going to put that under my eye and in my T-zone, my nose. I'm gonna take a fluffier brush and kind of put it all over my face. Just tapping it in. Now this will get rid of some of the dew, but you'll still see it peeking through a little bit. For bronzer, I'm going to use the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Bronzer in medium. And for blush today, I'm going to use the Gucci blush in Rosy Beige. This is a really pretty blush. I think it complements the bareback nude sticks that I use underneath. So I wanted to just use this. Just take a little bit up here. I'll blend in a little bit here with my beauty blender. This tone of blush is so pretty. This is one of my favorite blushes ever. It's just such a wearable look. All right, for eyes, I'm going to use the Makeup by Mario Neutrals palette, and I'm gonna prime my lid with the Rare Beauty primer. I love this primer because you don't really have to set it, and it pairs nicely with all eyeshadows. So I'm just taking the same brush. All my brushes are on the other table, so I'm just using the same brush for a lot of different things, but you can use a different brush to blend this in, but this works just fine. I'm gonna keep the eye look pretty simple. So I typically use like the first 3 shades in here as like the second, these right here, these 2. I use those as kind of like an all over color slash in the crease transition. I don't know, I'm not precise with this at all because it does kind of match my skin tone. So I like to use it just kind of all over the lid. And then for the inner corners, I always use the lightest one. I feel like it makes my eyes look bigger. It like makes them look bright. I just kind of take it right in the inner part of my eye and just blend it in towards the center and up. Because I have hollow eyes, I feel like this technique really helps to open and brighten my eyes. Now just to deepen the crease, I am gonna take my bronzer, the Charlotte Tilbury one, and I'm just going to use that in the crease. Now I'm gonna take the brown and black color in the palette, so this one and this one, and blend those, like combine those 2 together and just do a slight wing. I'm not doing like a full-on wing or anything. I'm just doing like a little flick. I just clean up with my fingernail and it's just so easy. But it's pretty long lasting and it's just a great formula. I think I'm just gonna stop there and I'm gonna curl my lashes with the Rephr eyelash curler. And today I'm using the Lash Clash mascara in black. This is a really nice mascara. It is hard to get off your lashes, but it just gives so much volume and it lasts a long time, so I always keep going back to it. I'm gonna add this Forever Glow Maximizer in the shade Nude. And I'm just gonna put it right over. I'm gonna put it on the back of my hand first. And then I'm going to just pat it in with my fingertip on my cheekbone. That's so pretty. Love that. Just gonna put a little bit right here, a little bit right here, and on the bridge of my nose. That's really pretty. For lips, I'm gonna keep it really simple. I'm just gonna use the Anastasia Blush Brown Matte Lipstick. Oh, I love this shade, and I'm not even using lip liner. I'm going to blot this in. I love that blotted matte look. It's just so pretty. This lasts a really long time too. And that concludes the look. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this, let me know in the comments if you want to see more everyday makeup looks, or just let me know what you want to see. And thanks so much again for watching, and I'll see you soon.